The podcast might be one of the most therapeutic things can happen for a traumatized kid to be able to talk about their life experiences and to be able to open up and share with others, their peers. But the Department of Education was placed under the Department of Labor, and for the reason that education is not really reinforcing the workforce. So now by moving the Department of Education over under Labor, you're going to school to be able to get a job to make the world go around. Mm-hmm. Well, and so that's why when we look at our labs that we have on campus right now, okay, we have 8 labs on campus. When people say, yeah, we got industrial technology that we're teaching coding, what they're talking about. We have the esports competition, which I'm excited to be able to start our esports teaming and gaming and doing those type of things. We got our podcast. The students were talking this morning about they want to make their own podcast and start. Well, that's really strong journalism. When you sit there and you start using your verbal skills to talk about. And I'm gonna tell you what's most important I've seen about that. The podcast might be one of the most therapeutic things can happen for a traumatized kid to be able to talk about their life experiences and to be able to open up and share with others, their peers. Yeah. I mean, I've sit there and watched the kids, how they'll start talking about themselves. Then you go in there and music. You know what I told our faculty staff when I was talking about Meta? I said, how did you learn your ABCs? A, B, C, D, E, F.
You can't say it without singing.
The CDL lab is in there. Fashion design's over there. Graphic design over there. And welding. Now we add HVAC, okay, plumbing, carpentry, and electrical. So now you get your associates, you get your entrepreneurship certificate or your social, whatever, and now you got a skill. Now what they're teaching them, the way to interact all of that to produce a living for yourself that you don't have to go and do that. And if you want to, you can pay for yourself to go to school without going into debt if you want that certification, which I think is what you are talking about.